Welcome back to our productivity series. We've gone through 8 different sessions now, 8 different practices. We're going to start to combine those 8 and create a longer flow, something you can sink your teeth into, so to speak, by taking all those practices we've taken and we've done so far, adding them, combining them, working them with them, and feeling the entire benefit of the practice by lengthening slightly. Once again, vast majority of the time, 10 minutes a day, absolutely fine. That'll see you through. That'll provide fantastic, massive benefits. If you're looking for a little bit more, you've come to the right place. We're going to deepen that practice a little bit today. So as we start, we're going to start as we've done with the previous, coming into our breath. Now find a comfortable seat. Could be kneeling, could be sitting onto one of our fancy blocks here, whatever the case may be. Hand through the belly, hand through the heart. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Really lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Closing the mouth, just breathing through the nose. Take 4 more large inhales through the nose. And let go of the breath slowly. We find when we slow our breath, we're able to relax a little bit more. We're able to soften the muscles, soften the shoulders, quiet the mind. Let a little bit go. Maybe those 167 things we need to do today, maybe we can focus on the couple most important. Find a little bit of productivity, a little bit of efficiency, well, maybe even a little bit of peace, just through our breath. Just one more, big inhale, a big exhale. Fill the belly, let that belly fall. Now we can stay in the seated position however you are. We're going to start through a seated twist. Lengthening the spine, I'll take my left hand behind, point it away from me, right hand through to my right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Now twist through the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, then the shoulders, then gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. A little bit of a chiropractic adjustment. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Good, just one more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Slowly gaze back forward, come to the other side. Start by lengthening. Lengthen first, then middle back, upper back, shoulders, and then the gaze. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great for wringing out those internal organs. We're going to come onto our sitting bones. Take the soles of the feet, press them together. You may even use your block here. Sit onto the block. Get the hips a little bit higher. Let the knees fall open. Possibly the hands down either side of the toes. Take a few inhales to lengthen, exhale, folding at the hips. Inhale to lengthen. Begin lengthening, extending long. Possibly elbows into the knees, opening through the inner thigh. Even a bit of a foot rub here, not a bad idea, let's be honest. The feet can get a little bit ignored, a little bit forgotten about. Take a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen the crown of the head towards the big toe. Slowly release or move that block. Take the knees wide. Touch the toes. Sink all the way down into your child's pose. This will help lengthen the back. Help also ground you
and provide you a little bit of a basis for the rest of our practice. So really try to refocus on the breath. And notice how you're feeling today. Notice how the sensation, what's happening in your body. We ask dozens of people every day, how are you? How are you doing? What's going on? We don't ask ourselves very often. So take this moment, just ask yourself that question. Good. And we're going to bring the chest forward in between the thumbs. On the inhale, elbows squeeze together. Pull the chest through, untuck the toes. Move into our cobra pose. Pull the heart through, press down through the feet, even lifting the kneecaps. Strengthening through the middle back. Roll the shoulders down the back. Good. Slowly release. Press through the hands, elbow squeeze, keep the chest low. Return back to your child's pose. And just take 2 breaths. Okay. Slowly coming up. Press the hands down into your mat. Lift the sitting bones into our downward dog. Just making sure we're really opening through the shoulders here. So we want to find that the whole back of the body, from the back of the wrists to the back of the elbows, the shoulders, the lower back, the hamstrings, the calves, the heels, are all lengthening. Just walking out the feet, paddling them out one at a time. But do it slowly, mindfully, slowly. Come back to stillness. What I'm going to do here, keep pressing back through the shoulders. I'm going to inhale, lift high under the heels. Gazing between the feet. Exhale, take the heels down on the mat. Inhale, high, lift onto the toes as high as you can. Exhale, heels release. Really lengthening through the back of the legs. One last time. Inhale onto toes. Exhale, sink all the way down to the heels. Soften the knees, gazing forward, walk the feet forward into forward fold. Hips, knees, ankles aligned, release the head. Bend the knees as much as you need, take the hands down on the mat. Let the crown of the head, let all that tension that exists in the shoulders and the neck, let it go. On the inhale, we bring the hands through to the shins or the knees. We flatten the back. We lengthen through the backs of the legs into halfway lift, as well as the spine. Length through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, release. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Keep the knees soft. We're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Leave the head and shoulders to last. Sweeping the hands high. Now gaze in between the hands, but notice where the shoulders are. Lower them down the back. Lift through the rest of the body. Exhale. Soften the knees. Come all the way back down to forward fold. Inhale, we slowly rise up. One vertebrae at a time, head and shoulders last, sweeping the hands high, reach tall. But connect the shoulder blades to the upper back. Exhale, fold through the center. Good. This time, we touch the toes together, touch the knees together, sweep the hands forward, and sit back into the chair pose. Lift with the heart, tuck the sitting bones underneath. Even wiggling the toes, make sure you can see your toes. Weight back in the heels. And breathe. Oh, yeah. So no matter where you are, you can always take a seat if you've got your chair pose with you. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Good. Now, moving the weight into your left foot, just lift the right foot off the mat slightly and step it back onto the mat, ground through the back heel, square the hips, sweep the hands high, soften into that front knee. Sink down in the front knee, lower the shoulder blades. From here, we're going to move all of our weight into our left foot, lifting our back foot high into a warrior three, either hand shooting forward or hands at the heart center, whatever works for you. Looking directly down at your mat. Find that drishti, find that focus point. Level the hips, flatten the back, and then slowly place the foot back down to the mat and find our warrior two. Sink down in through the front knee, shoulders stacking over hips, tuck the pelvis under. Exhale, sink. Flip the front palm, reverse, up and back. Breathe into the front ribs, lengthen. Right hand through to knee or shin, thigh. Elbow through to knee. Side angle, and once again lengthen through the side body, roll the top shoulder back. Straight line between the back heel, the extended fingers. Come back through our warrior two, but then straighten the front knee. Flip the front palm reverse. And as we come forward, we come into our triangle pose, so reach long. Bring the left hand inside of the left shin or the left knee, but lift the bottom ribs high. And flatten the back legs against the wall behind you, tucking under the sitting bones. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. Bend the front knee. Come back to warrior two. Catapult the hands either side of the front foot. And press back through downward dog. Just walk the heels a little bit. Make sure you're bending the knees, pressing back through the shoulders. So we don't want to be here. This isn't any good. This isn't lengthening through the shoulders. This is putting more emphasis, more difficulty, more discomfort in the shoulders. Soften the knees. Press through the heels of the hands. Take the bottom of the ribs down to the upper thigh. And then on the exhale, take the heels down to the mat. Good. Inhale, come through, roll through into high plank. Exhale, elbows squeeze, lower all the way down, super slow. Super slow. Good. Hover just above the mat and lower down. Inhale, pull the heart through. Squeeze the shoulders beside the hips. Cobra pose. Lower the chest, press through tabletop or tuck the toes, press up and back. Downward dog. This time, right foot steps inside of right wrist, ground down through the back heel. And if when you rise up, your hips aren't square, take this back leg, move it towards the left hand edge of your mat, and then square the hips. So we want to open into that left hip. And then we can sink down with the knee over top of the ankle, extending high. Now move the weight, ground down into that right foot. Press into the left toes, into our warrior three. Flatten back and the hips. Either palms shooting forward or bring them through to the heart. Bring them through to the chest. Press the thumbs into the sternum. Lower down the back foot. Separate the hands, warrior two. Flip the front palm reverse, up and back. Elbow through the knee, side angle. Roll the top shoulder back. Good. Come back through our warrior two. Straighten the front knee, reverse the palm, up and back. Coming forward, reaching forward over that front hip, tuck the sitting bones under. Right hand through to right ankle, lift the bottom ribs. Lengthen, flatten the back. Good. Bend into the front knee, warrior two. Catapult the hands. Press back through downward dog. Get comfortable with your downward dog, pressing through the shoulders. Hinge, lift the sitting bones. Inhale, high plank. Now you can either lower all the way down here, or just lower halfway down, your choice. So lowering down, shoulders over fingertips. I'll show you the halfway lift. Inhale, coming up into up dog, scoop the chest through, onto the tops of the feet, lift the knees, lift the hips, tuck the toes, downward dog. Do that one more time. If that doesn't work for you, stay with the cobra. Stay with the lowering all the way down and lift through the arm. Inhale, high plank. Halfway down, what's called chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chest, pull it through. Exhale, downward dog. Soften the knees, gaze in between the hands. Walk the feet forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands back to our chair. Touch those knees together. Sit down into the hips. Press high through the hands, extended mountain pose. Press the palms together, bring them back down through to the chest, through to the heart. Take a few breaths here, ground down into the feet. Feel the connection with the earth. And just reset. We're really going to use our focus here, focus on lengthening our breath, but also focus on a spot in front of you. Focus with the eyes as well as we move into our balancing poses. We're going to ground through the right foot. I'll turn side on here. Ground through the right foot. We can start with the heel to the ankle. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthen through the back of the neck, even looking down the nose slightly. Possibly calf. Possibly thigh. Whatever works for you today. Lock it in with the eyes, quieten the breath. Good. Bring that left knee all the way up to the heart. Lift it high. Hey, where am I going? And then kick through the heel. Flex back the toes. From here, we're going to bend the knee, take it back behind. Take the left hand and hold on to the instep of the foot. Kick through the foot into the hand. Right hand comes forward. Take a second, find your breath, find your focus. And then lift. Grounding down into the right foot. And slowly release. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Oh, change sides. Turn sideways on this one. Heel through to the ankle. Hands through to the hips or the chest. Find whatever position works for you. Quieten the breath. Focus with the eyes. When we focus with the eyes, we quieten a lot of things that are going swimmingly around our head. All those thoughts, all those to-do lists, all those emails, that other stuff. Good. Right knee comes through the heart. Kicking through the heel, flexing the toes back. Bend the knee. Right hand reaches high, comes through the instep. Squeeze the knees through the midline, hinging at the hips. And fold. Keep lifting. Ooh, where am I going? Keep lifting through that and kicking the right foot into the right hand. We'll edit this out, I'm sure. That's better. Good. Slowly release. Whee! And come back to your mountain pose. Close the eyes. Feel the grounding into the feet. Feel the feet press down into the earth and feel the energy rising up through you. Good. Sweeping the hands, coming through into our chair pose. Sinking back into the heels. We're going to lift up high into the toes. Now find that spot with the eyes. We're going to lower 3/4 of the way down towards the hips. Keep the heels lifted and then press all the way up. Extend and reach. And sink on the exhale all the way down. Hips to heels. Keep the heels lifted. Point the hands forward, lower down onto the heels, and then lower all the way down into your boat pose. Roll the shoulders back. Lead with the chest, lead with the sternum, balancing on the sitting bones. Now you may find you want to straighten a leg or the other. You may find you need to hold on to the thighs. Absolutely fine, but so we don't be here. Roll the shoulders back. Protect the lower back. You may find you want to hold on to the big toes and lengthen here. That might work for you. It might not. Come down, back through your boat. We're going to slowly lower down to we're hovering just above the mat. On the inhale, we rise back up. For the advanced pose here, just curl up the corners of your mouth. Woo! Feeling advanced. Exhale, we lower all the way down. Keep the legs lifted, but lower the shoulders and the head down. We finish off with 10 pulses. Work with me here. 10, 9, point the toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover just above the mat. Hover just above there. Almost there. Almost there. Let go. Let go. Take a second there. Take a few breaths. Maybe bring the knees up through to the chest. Let go of the tightness in the abdominals. And breathe. And breathe. Well done today. Well done today. You'll find that we've incorporated a lot of the practices over the last 8 sessions. You'll find that when we focus on our breath, when we focus on with our eyes on one spot, we effectively quieten a lot of things that go around us. When we do that, we're able to focus in on and concentrate on what's important to us, what's vital at that moment. Instead of distracting our attention over numerous things, we find that we can get one done and get one done well before moving on to the next. So you only have so much energy each day. You only have so much time each day. Use it wisely. Use it effectively by focusing that energy, focusing and concentrating that energy one at a time. Well done. Well done completing the, shall we call it a macro productivity session. And notice the changes. Notice the changes that happen in your work life, happen in your personal life, your social life, when you're able to increase the focus and increase our concentration just a little bit. And notice how it changes. Till I see you on the mat next time. Take care.